on a roll. Undefeated, 4-0-1. Taking on Archbishop Williams, 1-2-1. So St. Mary's looking for their 5th win. Archbishop Williams looking to get the 500. Trying to go 2-2-1. Nick Pusella is in net for St. Mary's. For Williams, excuse me. Owen Giangrandi in net for St. Mary's. I think this is his first start. Sal Caruso has been outstanding in net for St. Mary's, but unfortunately he came up sick over the holiday. He's not in net. It's Giangrandi. Owen McGuire, Brady Carpenter, and Kyle Lenegro is the line starting for St. Mary's. Davis Kinney. And Chris Koloje back at the blue line. St. Mary's control. Now Williams takes it away. Pass gets by. St. Mary's knocks it to center ice. Tip off a stick. Knocked into the zone by Lenegro. Carpenter into check. Mark Lee, the head guy for St. Mary's. Derek Curtis for Williams. Harrison Kinney out on the blue line now. He breaks up that, almost a breakaway. Carpenter's pass is blocked. And Mary's trying to change up. Kobe Magliozzi is out there. And this is Kobe dumping it in the zone. Max Giardina. Along with Brady Bullock. Bullock has been a story. He's a very young kid. First time playing varsity hockey, and he's got some big goals already for St. Mary's. St. Mary's breaks it up. And they skate it out. Dumped into the zone by Seamus Foley. St. Mary's changing up again quickly. Christian Moran is out there. Kinney knocks it back in the zone. Williams collects. They dump it in. This could be icing. And it is. They didn't get to the red line. So Mary's taking control a little bit, keeping Williams in. They haven't got a shot on net yet. Williams hasn't come close to getting into St. Mary's end. And the faceoff will be to the right of Nick Pucella. Quite a trip on New Year's Day. This is the first time I can remember playing on New Year's Day. So quite a trip for Williams to come all the way from Braintree. I always laugh. St. Mary's has to go to Braintree once. Williams has to come down here when they play St. Mary's and also when they play Fenwick, so they have to make 2 trips. Battling in the corner. Williams trying to take it away. St. Mary's trying to collect. Dump back behind the net. Williams collects. Wing to wing, they skate it out. Shot, misses the net. Behind the net, Williams trying to make a play, gets tied up. Trying to dig it out. They let him keep going. Williams digs it out. Now St. Mary's skates it out, and they dump it out to center ice. Gets thrown right back in. Dumping it in the zone is Owen McGuire. Harrison Kinney and Kyle Ouellette back at the blue line. They lob it up. It gets by everybody. Trying to make a play from behind the net. St. Mary's trying to dig it out. Magliozzi got tied up. Now St. Mary's dumps it out. And we got a hand pass called against Williams. Alex Umbro knocked it down with his hand, and then it was picked up by a teammate. So the hand pass was called. To the left of Buscella. Dante D'Ambrosio looking for the draw. Broken up. Mark Lee using a lot of players. Eric Toda was out there now, getting a shift. Shot, Buscella had to make the save off the shot by D'Ambrosio. Ouellette dumped it back in the zone. Williams clears it. Picked off by Ouellette, broken up. He's up on the stick of Tommy Page. St. Mary's gets it back. Kinney with it, with a rush. Over the line. Waits. Shooting it toward the net. It bounced off Buscella. It didn't bounce in the net, it bounced wide of the net. It almost went in. Hustling back is Kolodziej. Behind the net, Kinney. Kinney with a rush. He got knocked down. He winds up. Kinney goes down. Player goes down. Skate lost. We got a whistle. And we're going to get a penalty against Kinney. Kinney got knocked down originally. Down on the ice, he tried to flip the pass ahead. When he did, he wound up inadvertently tripping the Archbishop Williams player, and he winds up in the box. Owen McGuire and Carpenter will be the penalty killers. Shot off the backboard. Trying to stuff it home. St. Mary's trying to clear it. Williams keeps it in. Back to the point. Knocked away by McGuire. Kept in again. Nice job by Umbro back at the point. Shot up around the shoulder of Giagrandi off the shot from Kelly. Loose puck out in front, a wide open net, and it was Owen McGuire clearing it away. Magliozzi and Brady Bullock are the penalty killers now. Shot, stick save by Giagrandi, off the shot by Recupero. Bad save off the blister by John Riley. Williams putting a lot of pressure on. That one got blocked before it got to the net. Williams doing a good job of passing the puck and getting good shots. Got tipped behind the net. Williams controlling. Back to the point. They go back door, they missed the net. They threw it out in front. They got a swipe at it and it went wide. Giagrandi got a piece of that shot from Recupero. Penalty is up, teams are back at equal strength. The puck gets cleared. It doesn't make the line, so it won't be icing. So Williams got an awful lot of shots on net. Giagrandi made a couple of saves and kept Williams off the board. Carpenter dumps it in the zone. Tip to the St. Mary's end. Kinney dumps it in the zone. from behind the net. Williams trying to make a play. It skips past to Kinney. His pass too far ahead for the Negro. Kinney winds up with it with a rush. Over the red line, dumps it in, and St. Mary's looking to change up. Too far ahead for Christian Moran. Bot got broken up. Somebody lost their glove, somebody lost their stick. They keep it in, walking in for the shot, walking right in, lifted it over the net. Giardina gave it to D'Ambrosio and he walked right in. Shot got blocked. We got a broken stick and a glove in the middle of the ice. It skips past everybody. Williams winds up with it. Shot. Giograndi had to make the save. They dump it out. Dump in the St. Mary's zone. We got an offside. No, I'm not sure. They might have called it. St. Mary's might have got a hand on the puck, and they'll call it a hand pass. Well, the face-off will be to the left of Owen Giograndi, in net for the Spartans. 5:24 left in a scoreless first period. Catholic Central League boys hockey. Referee clearing up the broken stick. He was going to give it to Williams, but it's St. Mary's stick. The glove was retrieved as well. Trying to go behind the net. It got blocked by Williams. St. Mary's comes away with it. And we got a whistle for another penalty. So St. Mary's has another penalty to kill off. This one against the other Kinney, Harrison. So the Kinneys are going to spend 4 minutes in the penalty box. St. Mary's can't clear it. They got a lot of good shots on net last time. Missed the net with that shot, and it winds up all the way back at the Williams end. St. Mary's will change up. Bullock is one of the penalty killers, along with McGuire. Bullock broke it up. Now Bullock will leave Carpenter comes out. Kinney broke up the play. For McGuire and Carpenter, the penalty killers, with Kaloje, Davis, Kinney. I have to say the first name because there's two of them. They got away with an offside, but it doesn't make any difference. St. Mary's cleared it. A minute left on the man advantage. St. Mary's had the pressure early, but Williams, thanks to two penalties against St. Mary's. Carpenter tipped it by, but tipped it to the corner, couldn't go to the net. Stays with it, trying to walk in front. Has a battle with the goaltender. The goaltender took a shot at him, he took a shot back. Great rush by O'Toole, but they push him down in the corner, and now they tip it out to center ice. 25 seconds left in the man advantage. Kinney knocked it behind the net. Williams walking in. Shot, blocked. St. Mary's will clear it out. And that'll do it. They kill off another penalty, just barely. That puck was cleared away from out in front with an open net with Giagrandi down. Teams are back at equal strength. Kaloje with it. Dumps it back looking for Kinney. Back to Kaloje. He gets tipped out. Break for St. Mary's. Nice defense by Recupero, knocking it away from D'Ambrosio. Knocked back. Icing is waved off. Bullet keeping it in. Now it bounces out. Williams with a break, trying to walk in. Hustling back was Harrison Kinney. This will be icing against St. Mary's. Harrison Kinney hustled back, stopping that breakaway. And when he got the shot off, he missed the net with Kinney's pressure. 2:02 left in the scoreless first period. Back in the St. Mary's end again. To the right of Owen Giangrandi. St. Mary's can't clear it. Giangrandi made the save and then grabbed it, jumped on it, and held on for another faceoff. Might have gone under the crossbar, might have gone over, but Giangrandi got a piece of that shot and knocked it over the net. Giangrandi gets a piece of that shot as well. St. Mary's loses it. Williams gets up and gets the puck, trying to dig it out. They're letting it play in the corner. St. Mary's can't clear it. They dump it out. Carpenter goes one-on-one. Broken up nicely. Another nice defensive effort by Recupero. Carpenter trying to slip it by him and go in alone, and Recupero broke it up. We're in the final minute. St. Mary's can't clear it. Wing to wing pass, they throw it in the zone. St. Mary's looks to change up. The Negro threw it in. Williams right back at it. Harrison Kinney forces Hurley wide. It rolls out in front. Giagrandi grabs it and holds on. 15 seconds left to face off to the right of Owen Giagrandi. Winds up out at center ice. It kind of died there. And Mary throws it in. And that's just about going to do it for the period. Shot blocked out in front. The buzzer sounds. And we're going to start the second period the same way we started the first period. Dead even. As it's St. Mary's, nothing. Archbishop Williams, nothing at the end of one. They dropped the puck. We're underway in the second period, a scoreless period. Williams had a huge edge. Of course, they had 2 penalties against St. Mary's. And St. Mary's didn't get too many shots on net. Williams got a lot of shots on net. Now they got 2-on-1. They fanned on it. They couldn't get it. I don't know if he hit it. They stuffed it home. Carpenter stuffs it home. They had 2-on-1. They got it across to La Negro. He had a wide open net. And I've learned Rick Comfort was a mainstay of mine for years when he did color with me. He was the one that pointed out there are some wet spots on the ice. It looked like La Negro hit one of those wet spots as he tried to fire the puck home. He couldn't get it. It wound up out in front, and Carpenter in that maze of players. So it only took him 25 seconds to get on the board. St. Mary's leads it 1-0. And they're coming right back. Save, and they just knocked it away. Magliozzi was looking for the rebound, and I think it was O'Toole who just got a piece of his stick and knocked it away. Well, St. Mary's coming out full tilt here in the second period. Shot, pad, save, shot, tipped it. D'Ambrosio looking for the rebound off the shot by Harrison Kinney. St. Mary's keeping it in, looking to change up. Bodies go down as Toto with a big hit. Ouellette trying to dig it out. Toto trying to dig it out. D'Ambrosio trying to dig it out. Ouellette finally does. They dump it out to center ice. Broken up nicely by Toto. Dump back in the Williams end. St. Mary's will look to change up. Dump back in by La Negro. Williams dumps it in the St. Mary's zone. Score! Williams gets it back. They went behind the net, threw it out in front, and they blasted it. Giangrandi had no chance. Dumped in by La Negro. Out there with McGuire and Carpenter. Shot knocked away by the defense. Corey Ouellette will track it down. Broken up. Dumped in the zone by Harrison Kinney. McGuire looking to dig it out. Williams with the long pass by everybody. This will be icing against Williams. The faceoff will come back on the Williams end. St. Mary's wins the draw. Shot got blocked. Williams dumps it out. Icing waved off. Williams collects it. Out in front. Magliozzi just got a piece of the stick of O'Toole as he was lining up right in front of the net. They dump it out. It rolls in. Ucella had to make the save as D'Ambrosio was bearing down on him. Bullock, Magliozzi. By the center, Bullock shot, blocked out in front. They couldn't get the net. Umbro was blocking the net off the shot by Bullock from dead center. Off the side of the net, Magliozzi tried to stuff it home and couldn't. Waters go down, they throw it out in front. Williams will skate it out. 3-on-2 for the moment. They drop it back down. Shot, pad, save, and a beauty by Giangrandi. Looking to walk in. Big save by Buscella. We got a penalty against Williams. Great bid by D'Ambrosio. I said D'Ambrosio was actually Brady Bullock. Bullock will stay out. Christian Moran, Carpenter, and Bullock up front. Maguire will move to the blue line with Kinney. Williams clears it out. Kinney hustling to get there first. Sends it around to Maguire. Back to Kinney. First power play opportunity for the Spartans trying to get started. They give it to Carpenter. They leave it for Kinney. On the fly, over the line. Stops, waits. Williams clears back. Maguire back to Kinney. Back to Kinney again. Back door, Maguire's shot, missed the net. Carpenter trying to walk in. Kinney's shot, wide of the net. Maguire tracks it down. Back to Kinney. Shot, pad, save. They couldn't knock it home. Buscella made the save. Bullock was looking for the rebound, couldn't knock it in. And they blow the whistle because I don't know if they moved the net, but they certainly. Buscella getting a rest. He's got his helmet up. He's got his gloves off. I don't know where that hit him, but he's recuperating off that blast. Max Giardina, D'Ambrosio. And Moran out there. Kinney shot, deflected to the far corner. Back to Kinney. Couldn't keep it in off his stick. Williams was skated out. Shot got blocked by Kinney. Kinney winding up. Block, gets it back. 25 seconds left on the man advantage. They try to dump it in. It winds up going into the Archbishop Williams bench area. And the faceoff will be back on the St. Mary's end. 15 seconds left on the man advantage. 9 minutes straight up left in the second period. St. Mary's going to avoid very quickly. Williams answered right back, and that's where we are, 1-1. Faceoff to the right of Owen Giangrandi. Bishop Corleone. Now they throw him out of there. They throw both out. Dumping it in the zone is Seamus Foley. D'Ambrosio checking behind the net. Penalty is up. Teams are back at equal strength. Foley digs it out from behind the net, trying to make a play. Looking for it again. Williams sends it around. Pass picked off by D'Ambrosio. Just kept it in. Williams picks it up. St. Mary's changing up. Broken up by Lenegro. McGuire trying to dump it ahead. Carpenter couldn't knock it out. Ouellette with it. Lenegro skates it out. Dumps it in the zone. He tried to dump it in the zone. He dumped it off the ceiling. Tried to lift a little pop-up. And the faceoff will be at center ice. Dump in the zone. Back to the point. And it skips out to center ice. Dumping it back in is Kaloje. Carpenter looking for it in the corner. Out to center ice. Kenny with it. Long lead pass, too far, that'll be icing. Just past the halfway mark of the second period. 1-1 the score. Both teams scored very quickly. St. Mary's first, Williams answered right back. And now we settle back, letting the defense take over. Little backhander got blocked by the defense. Shot got blocked behind the net. Williams trying to get it back to the point, threw it out to center ice. Shovel back in by Recupero. Long lead pass, too far, icing against St. Mary's. They'll bring it back and have the face-off back in the St. Mary's end, and we got a little jibber-jabber going on with everybody. Corey Ouellette having a little conversation with John DeMarco of Williams. Tip in the air. Dump in the zone. Getting it back. Circling the net. Back to the point. Shot, pad, save by Busella off the shot from Harrison Kinney. Shot got blocked. Williams with a rush. Ouellette put it away. Over the line. Slipped through. Bullock with the shot. Busella couldn't get back. I'm looking now. I don't know what the official was saying. First he said like a face-off. Are they not going to give him the goal? The officials are talking on the side. I don't know if they're going to give him the goal. It was a great rush. It was D'Ambrosio who looked for the shot. It looked like he got it on net. It bounced back. Bullock was standing between the two face-off circles. He snapped it off, and it beat the goaltender. And now they're talking to Kaloje, the St. Mary's captain, and Connor Kelly, the captain of Williams. I'm not sure what they're doing here. St. Mary's was celebrating a goal to make it 2-1. Both captains are now going to their coaches to tell them what's going on. And it's not going to be a goal. I don't know if somebody moved the net. The faceoff is going to be outside the blue line. So they didn't give St. Mary's the goal. Bullock will not get the goal. The only thing I can think of is that they said somebody moved the net. We got a whistle, and somebody from St. Mary's, I think, is going out. So St. Mary's will pick up their third penalty. Williams will get another power play. 5:41 left in the second period. 1-1 the score. Third power play for Williams. Brady Carpenter tried to dump it out, look for a breakaway. They go back door, they have to start over again. Now off the stick, behind the net, trying to make a play. Back to the point, trying to keep it in. Kaloje looking to track it down, fires it the length of the ice. Good job by Chris Kaloje. Magliozzi and Bullock will be the penalty killers. Williams takes it right back in. They lose it. St. Mary's almost got it back. Try to go back door. Kinney broke it up, trying to knock it loose. It skips past. Williams has to track it down at center ice. Magliozzi checking hard. Broken up nicely by Bullock. He almost had a breakaway. Pad save, Giagrandi off the shot by Riley. And St. Mary's ices it. 35 seconds left in the man advantage. Everybody changing up. Seamus Foley is out there as a penalty killer now. Over the line with Williams. Out in front, they tipped it right into Giagrandi. He grabbed it, held on with 17 seconds left on the man advantage. 3:58 left in the period. Carpenter and McGuire will come out as the penalty killers with Ouellette and Harrison Kinney back at the points. Shot went wide off the face-off, off the stick of O'Toole, but right back to him. He just one-timed it. St. Mary's dumps it out. That'll do it for the penalty. Teams are back with equal strength. The Negro almost had a breakaway coming off the bench. Tipped away nicely by St. Mary's. Banging going on. St. Mary's can't clear it. Backhander missed the net. All that little confusion. Walking in was Riley. Now they clear it. Icing against St. Mary's. Brunigo came off the bench, was behind the Archbishop Williams skater, tried to tip it by him and walk in alone. It just got tipped in front of him. Otherwise, he would have walked in. So the face-off will be to the left of Giangrandi. Kinney with it. Tipped out to center ice. Back to the Williams end. And we're going to get a whistle. It's going to be against Williams. Kyle Hurley got wrapped up with Magliozzi. Got him kind of almost like a stranglehold. Would have been a great WWE takedown, but you can't do it in hockey. So St. Mary's has a power play. With 3 minutes straight up left in the second period, 1-1 the score. Carpenter, Magliozzi, and Bullock up front. McGuire keeps it in. He's back there with Kinney. Short. Bullock got a piece of it, tipped it wide. Carpenter with a little shift, takes it away, lost it. Tried to go back door to McGuire and he knocked it back to center ice. Bullock dumps it in, looking to go get it. Kinney fakes the shot. Back door to McGuire. Right through the crease, but nobody got a stick on it. Kinney keeps it in. Shot, pad saved by Buechler off the shot from Carpenter. Carpenter, bouncing puck, keeps it into Kinney. Bounces across to McGuire. And knocked out. Williams with a break. Looking to walk in. Kinney forces him deep. The shot goes behind the net. Williams almost got a short-handed goal. Now they wind up the shot. St. Mary's has got the extra skater. Williams is putting the pressure on. Carpenter, lead pass. Over the line. St. Mary's back at it. Lenegro lost it. Williams coming back. 2-on-2. Poked away by Carpenter. They circle the net. Tipped off the stick. St. Mary's 2-on-2. Lenegro. Shot. Blocked by Buechler. The shot by Moran. Williams is out of the box. Looking for a break. Shot got tipped by Kinney to the far side. Williams keeping it in. Moran knocks it behind the net. Kinney with it. Can't knock it out. Williams' shot goes wide. Kinney picks it off. Lead to Lonegro. Tip. Trying to walk in. Shot. Drusilla made the save originally. Giardina was trying to stuff it home. Period winding down. Off a stick, looking for a break again. Lost it. Kinney winds up with it. Williams breaks it up. Kinney gets it back. The buzzer sounds. And we're still dead even. St. Mary's got the first goal. They did it very quickly. And then all of a sudden, Williams got it right back. Williams put a lot of pressure, especially when St. Mary's had the man advantage. But they couldn't knock it home. St. Mary's couldn't take advantage of the penalty extra player they got. So we're still right back where we started, dead even. St. Mary's won. Archbishop Williams won with 1 period left. Start the third and final period. 1-1 the score for Williams. Jack Allen with the assist going to Jackson Sylvester. Tied the game at 1 after Brady Carpenter had scored. On Carpenter's goal, Lenegro and McGuire got assists. So that's where we are, dead even, with 15 minutes of hockey left. Williams got a lot of shots on net. They hit 2 or 3 posts. St. Mary's hit a post or 2. Deflects off Carpenter's skate into the zone. Williams lost it, got it back. Short, held on to by Giangrandi. Chips past everybody. And Buechler has to grab it and hold on because Brady Bullock was bearing down on him. So the faceoff is going to come to the right of Buscella. Magliozzi looking to win the draw. Loose shot. Buscella got a piece, knocked it to the corner. Williams looking to start it back, and they do. Over the line, tipped away. Kaloje just got a piece of it and tipped it away. And now they almost gave it away out in front of the net. Kicked out the center ice, back to the Williams end. Williams in control. They dump it in, Williams looking to change up. Kinney lost it, gets it back. Kaloje off Giardina's stick, but they call it icing. He didn't make the red line. So Samir's changing up. The face-off will come back. To the right of Owen Giangrandi in net. We mentioned up front, Sal Caruso came over to St. Mary's this year from Austin Prep, and he's been terrific, but he was sick. He couldn't get in net today. He had 2 straight shutouts off the stick of Seamus Foley. Dumped in, bouncing puck. Buscella has to make the save. Christian Moran just popped it up. Looked like a little bouncing ball going to the net. Buscella had to grab it and hold on. And the face-off will be to his left. Brady, McGuire, and Lenegro up front. Kinney and Kaloje back at the blue line. Skips past Carpenter. Williams skates it out. Shot just right at the blue line by Jack Allen, who has the 1 goal. He ripped it. If he was inside the blue line, it was an inch. Put it right in the middle of the net. Giangrandi had to make the save. Kinney with it. Off the stick of Lenegro. Dumps it in the zone. Williams knocks it right back out again. Tipped away. Kaloje gets it to the red line, dumps it in. St. Mary's will change up. Icing against Williams will bring it back to the Williams end. Just about 3 minutes into this third period, and I just found out there could be overtime here. I guess the Catholic Central League voted to extend regulation to a 5-minute overtime. I don't know how many people are aware of that. This will be icing against St. Mary's. The face-off to the left of Giangrandi. It skips out the center ice. Williams can't clear it back in. Bullock looking for it. Williams dumps it in. Blocked out in front. Williams gets it back. Backhander out in front. knocked away by Bullock. They dumped it in. Icing against St. Mary's. Kinney around to Kaloje. Lost it. Ambrosio picks it up. Moran knocked it in. Knocked away from him. Loose puck. Moran trying to keep it in. Winds up at the St. Mary's blue line with Kinney. Off the stick of D'Ambrosio. He goes and gets it first. Had to throw it in front. Nobody home. They tip it out to center ice. 2-on-2 for the moment. Blocked out in front. Harrison Kinney over the line. Stuck in the corner. He's all by himself. Happened couldn't come up with it. Williams dumps it in. Giovanni knocks it around to the Negro. Off top of the stick, he picks up a little rebound. Walking in. Trying to backhand it out in front. Blocked out in front. And we're going to get a whistle for a penalty against somebody. It's going to be against St. Mary's out in front of the net. You would have thought it would have been Williams. But they call it on Brady Carpenter. So Williams will have another power play. You ain't giving them too many of these. Shot. Off the skate of Magliozzi. Winds up at center ice. Magliozzi knocks it away. Good job. Off the side of the net. Drusella has to grab it because Brady Bullock was bearing down on him. Ambrosio and Lonegro will be the penalty killers. Kinney and Kaloje back at the blue line. Williams takes it over the line. Back checking nicely by Foley. Foley battling again. Williams knocks it around. Ambrosio again battling behind the net. Kaloje as well. Tipped by St. Mary's behind the net. Back to the point again. There was a delayed offside. Drusella has to make the save off the shot by Foley. They carried it over the blue line. Everybody was still inside. They had to wait for everybody to clear. Foley took it away and walked in for a shot. Drusella had to make the save. The faceoff will be to his right. 46 seconds left on the man advantage. 8:30 left in this third period. Magliozzi doing a nice job again, deflected it out to center ice. Battling, everybody goes down. Drusella has to make the save off Harrison Kinney. 10 seconds left on the man advantage. They dump it in, and that'll do it. Teams are back with equal strength. Williams had to back off while they've been offside. Bullock with it. Starting back. Knocked down as he gets past the blue line. Carpenter knocks it in the net. They knock it deep, 1-on-2. Shot off the shoulder of Giangrande. Jack Allen, who has the goal, almost got his second. Off the glove of Giangrande, laid there, St. Mary's cleared it. Kinney looking for it. Carpenter dumps it out. 2-on-1 for St. Mary's. McGuire across. Score! Great fake by Lenegro. McGuire, 2-on-1, got to the right face-off circle, threw it across. Lenegro picked off the pass, walked in like he was going to go to the forehand, to the backhand, drew it around the goaltender and dumped it in. And with 6:49 left, St. Mary's grabs a 2-1 lead. It was a perfect pass to McGuire. They had 2-on-1. McGuire walked in, knew he had Lenegro with him, put the nice pass across. Lenegro walked in all by himself. Drusilla looked to block the backhand. Lenegro drew it behind him and pushed it in the open net. Pretty shot, pretty play by Lenegro. Very nice pass by McGuire. And St. Mary's has got that 1-goal lead they had for a short time. This will be icing against Archbishop Williams. Very pretty goal by St. Mary's. Very unselfish by Owen McGuire. He could have taken a shot, letting the Lenegro look for the rebound. Shot through a maze, got deflected wide of the net. Magliozzi battling behind the net again. Knocked in by Giardina. Williams skating it out. Kinney picks up the loose puck. Kept it at the blue line. Loose puck. St. Mary's knocks it out. Giardina knocks it into the Williams end. St. Mary's will change up. Kinney winds up with it. Carpenter. Back to Kinney. Broken up. He gets it back. Leaves it for Harrison Kinney. Trying to walk in. Takes the shot. Glove save. It might have missed the net. Drusilla didn't take any chances. He made the glove save. Just under 5 minutes left in this third period. St. Mary's has grabbed a 2-1 lead. They gave an assist on the play to Iacoviello, and I think they meant to give it to Kinney because Iacoviello hasn't played yet. And Mary's breaks it up, carries it over the line. shot by La Negro. Loose in front. Williams skates it out. Buscella made a nice save. They dump it in the zone. All the way around. Diving and sliding, it kept in, and we got a whistle. I think we got another St. Mary's penalty. Oh, I guess they called an offside. I wonder why they waited to call the offside. That was offside before. So they brought it outside the St. Mary's blue line. Williams dumps it in the zone. Kinney with it. I think they got the numbers mixed up. Instead of 19, it should have been 91. Because Iacoviello hasn't played the game yet. Tip to the Williams blue line. Williams carries it in. Deflected behind the net. Out in front, they were lining up the shot to take it, and they fanned on it. They try to pull it out, and it got knocked away, and now they clear it out to center ice. Moran trying to dump it in the Williams end, dumped it in the Williams bench. 3:07 left in the hockey game. St. Mary's leading it 2-1. This will be icing against St. Mary's. One tick under 3 minutes left. St. Mary's trying to stay perfect with their fifth win to go 5-0-1. Williams trying to get to 500. They're 1-2-1. Harrison Kinney gets a piece, skates it out. Blocked, knocked in the zone by Giardina. 2.5 and counting as St. Mary's changes up. Carpenter kept it alive. He didn't realize he had him. He might have got a shot off. Knocked away by Kinney. Williams carries it back in. Shot blocked by Kinney. Back to the point, blocked out in front, still loose. St. Mary's finally, it skips past. O'Toole couldn't keep it in, it went right through the wickets. Williams coming right back. Standing on it with McGuire. They tip it ahead. Carpenter knocks it in the zone. Popped it to himself. Off the side of the net, picked off there by Cronin. 1.5 minutes in counting. We'll look to see if and when they pull Buscella. .130 left in the hockey game. 2-1 St. Mary's. The face-off will be to the right of Buscella, so they can't take him out now. Trying to keep it in the Williams end so they can't take the goalie out. Can't clear it out. Nobody in net for Williams. 6 skaters on the ice. Bullock knocks it by, looking to go get it. Williams gets there first. 45 seconds left. Bullock Shot got deflected wide. We got a penalty coming up against Williams, I think. Yeah, we got another penalty coming up against Williams. Yeah, a little extracurricular activity over there after they took Bullock down. Trying to distinguish all of this. Williams got, I thought they called 2 penalties. They called at least 1. So Williams is going to have, it's going to be 5-on-5 with nobody in net. They got to put their goaltender back because the faceoff is in the Williams end. So it's going to be 5-on-4. I thought they called 2 penalties. I thought Williams was only going to have 3 skaters on the ice. 34 seconds left. St. Mary's leading it 2-1. They called a penalty, and then they had a little more extracurricular activity going on as they separate a couple of skaters. So a little frustration setting in, I think. Williams missed a few shots. They hit a couple of posts. They had an edge with penalties. Now they're trying to get an edge with maybe trying to draw St. Mary's into a penalty. This is a long discussion with the Williams captains. They have 1 penalty on the board. They have to put the goaltender back in. So right now it would be 5-on-4. They'll try to get the puck out of their own end and make it 5-on-5 with nobody in net. But Drusilla has to go back now because the faceoff is going to be in the Williams end. They're taking a long time to explain it to Derek Curtis, the Williams coach. And they're kind of lucky because I thought they called 2 penalties. They called 1 up front, and then over in the corner, they took Bullock down. I thought they called another one there, and they did. And he's not happy. Christian Coleon slams everything as he goes into the penalty box, and he was the one that was trying to get Magliozzi maybe to equal the penalty. So they can't have 4 guys on the ice, Williams. They've got 3 skaters on the ice with the goalie in. So St. Mary's with a huge advantage. 5-on-3. Williams can ice the puck and then pull their goaltender. Carpenter picks it off, gets it across. Harrison, Kinney throws it back in. Drusilla has to stay in. Kinney keeps it in, bouncing puck. Drusilla has to make the save. Carpenter tracks it down with 10 seconds left. St. Mary's keeping it in. That's going to do it. The horn's going to sound. And that late goal by Lenigro off the pretty pass by McGuire is going to give St. Mary's their 5th win. And now they're trying to separate Williams players from St. Mary's. They go after a couple of players. And boy, they may tell them, don't shake hands at center ice, because it could turn into a fist fight. Brady Carpenter and Lenigro get the 2 goals. Allen got a goal to tie it at 1 after St. Mary's had a quick goal by Carpenter to take a 1-0 lead in the second period. And then late in the third period, a pretty pass out from Kinney to McGuire, 2-on-1, pretty pass across, and Lenigro faked the goaltender with the backhand and drew it around to the forehand and threw it in the open net. And that was the difference in the game as St. Mary's wins it by a score of 2-1. It will be 5-0-1 for St. Mary's. Williams will drop to 1-3-1. So St. Mary's stays undefeated in the Catholic Conference League, and they stay undefeated overall, and they pick up their 5th win. The final score is St. Mary's 2, Archbishop Williams 1. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.